And now, the preseason. We've got a lot of hype out here for new head coach Deion Sanders.
So you better not this up.
Well, I think I already one thing up. A little better. Gotta add some flash. We've got a B in pro potential, but keep in mind, the computer has given me our 12 players that got drafted. And so far, I haven't been able to sign any pro prospects. So going into this season, I had to think, what would Coach Prime do? Tutorials. I watched a couple Flemlo raps and Param Crow videos, and now we've got a strategy. Low percentage lock, plus low 40 time, or beast-ass squats, because it can't teach speed or strength, plus pitch info, and now look at these overalls bumping up. These O-linemen are going to have ratings in the 90s before their careers are over. Okay, our bonus points are but hopefully we can still nab a few of these guys before all the big teams notice them. Much like we did with Davy Jones 3 years ago. On to redshirting, and I think I f***ed up here. I forgot to redshirt my new kicker. Does anybody know how to fix this during the season? I'm super depressed about it, so let me know in the comments pronto. Also, I wish I could redshirt my new gem middle linebacker. I did redshirt quarterbacks Matt Lewis and Chris Gray. Remember those names? Although, I think I'll rename him Christian Gray, because I know a lot of you 50 shaders are out there watching us.
You wish.
We've got red shirts on a couple running backs, a couple D linemen, a safety, and again, let me know how I can redshirt my kicker.
Guy's already up.
Yep. The depth chart. Starting at quarterback, the redshirt sophomore Davy Jones. Coach Prime runs a spread option, so Jones' speed will obviously come in handy. He had a terrible freshman campaign, 4 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, and only 2.4 yards per carry. So I think he can only go up from here. Jones on the run. Oh! Surgical! Davy Jones on the run. Slide. Davy Jones. He's got it. Touchdown Truckers! Davy might be on a short leash, because the senior backup, Bo Falatio, actually had a better year last season than Jones. Still awful. His accuracy is now up to a 95, so if we fall way behind and need somebody to come sling it, Falatio's the way to go. Falatio. Over the middle to Max Wood, touchdown Truckers! Falatio. Going deep. Caught! Dave Ross, touchdown Truckers! Hey! Ho! Dave Show!
Get out of here with this love fest. Falatio blows. Am I right?
Falatio on the run again. Oh.
Oh my god. Your boy got blasted. Decides to run with it and boom!
2 plays later, it's 3rd and 4th at 23.
What the? How can you be that stupid?
Yeah, thanks. The new starting running back is the redshirt junior Jerry Davis. Wearing Deion's coveted number 21 from the pros, the guy had 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving in limited playing time last year. Screen pass to Jerry Davis, he's got blocks. Touchdown Truckers! Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Jerry Davis with the splits. The number 2 running back is redshirt freshman Cornell Love. We were blessed when he randomly showed up in our recruiting class last year. Dude's on pace to be a 95 overall. And he wears the number 3 in honor of Cornell's most popular bands. Bonus points to you if you can figure that one out. The new fullback is the 5'10", 218-pound junior JUCO transfer Ira Brown. He's all heart, and it's fitting. He's wearing number 10 in honor of former Florida State quarterback turned fullback Dan Kendra. We return our top 3 wide receivers, starting with a redshirt senior Chad Washington. Not a ton of production last year. He only has an 81 rating for spectacular catch. These couple highlights can debate that. What a catch by Chad Washington! Dude just palms it out of the air with one hand. Lobs one up. Caught! Chad Washington! 31 yards on the reception. Hell of a catch on that one. Our number 2 receiver, redshirt sophomore Ryan Few. Dude's gonna have an overall rating in the 90s before his career is finished. Jones. Ryan Few! How did he come down with that one? Dave Show might have something in this redshirt freshman wide receiver.
You're not going to be around to find out.
The number 3 receiver, the junior JUCO transfer Max Wood. He had as many touchdown catches as our top 2 receivers combined, and he nearly had 1,000 yards in kick returns. Max Wood fields the kick from his own 2-yard line. Turns the corner and he's got room. Crossing midfield, Max Wood fields the ensuing kickoff from his own goal line. And he's got an opening again.
Another kick return?
Max Wood coming out of his own end zone, and he's got another opening. Okay, pretty sure this isn't the end zone. Max Wood getting some blocks. Turns the corner, and I have no idea where we are. Our number 4 receiver on the depth chart, like last year, is the tight end. But this year, that tight end is the redshirt senior Troy Harper. Good luck fooling him with that 99 awareness. He's come up with 2 catches during his career here. Fellatio to throw. Finds Troy Harper. Gets down inside the Auburn 40. Ill. Our entire offensive line returns. A unit that allowed 28 of the 43 sacks of our quarterbacks last year. But this year, they come in with an average overall rating of 84. And along the D-line, senior All-American Eric Morris led the nation with 14 sacks last year, despite having only an 84 overall rating, this being a regular trend during the Dave Show Dynasty. Sacked by Eric Morris! His 11th sack of the year leads the nation! God, what's with our left end always dominating? Third and 1. Runs into Eric Morris! Have yourself a game! On the other side, senior Andre Cunningham takes over for the 4-year starter Nathan Collins. He's got 3 tackles during his career here. And by himself in the middle, as we're switching to a 3-4 base defense on our new DC Todd Grantham, the senior defensive tackle Bobby Kingston. 5 career tackles and a forced fumble under his watch. The handoff to Thomas. Stop for no gain! Turnover on downs. Backup defensive end Bobby Kingston with the stop.
Who?
During the offseason, Kingston beat out one of last year's starters, the senior JUCO transfer Stephen Tolbert, who came away with 4 sacks a season ago. Muse on the run, sacked by Stephen Tolbert. 2 of our 4 starting linebackers are returning starters. The senior JUCO transfer Steve Weaver was a turnover machine for us. 2 forced fumbles and picking off the FCS team twice, taking one of those to the house. Generic quarterback Julian Mitchell. Picked off by Steve Weaver. Picked off by Steve Weaver again, and he's off to the races. Touchdown Truckers! On the other side, the redshirt junior Brian Thomas returns. 12 TFLs, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble during his first year starting. Ransom to throw. Sack! Fumble! Recovered by the Truckers! Nathan Collins is off to the races!
It was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, you might have an argument.
Look at this.
3rd and 14. Sacked by Brian Thomas. The middle linebackers, not a lot of experience. Redshirt junior Justin Young has 3 career tackles. Same goes for another redshirt junior, Michael Griffin, and both are 79 overalls. Amazingly, last year's starting middle linebacker, Damon Brown, didn't come away with hardware as the top linebacker in the country. I think that's the first time that didn't happen in this dynasty. This year, the senior Brown is moving to his more natural position at free safety. Jones to throw, decides to run with it. Oh, man! That was the biggest hit I've ever seen. Damon Brown with the stick. Ugh. Hill quickly out. It's a fumble! Touchdown Truckers! Damon Brown recovers the backward pass, and Dave Show's on the board again. Returning at strong safety, the redshirt junior All-American Charlie Newton. He was the tackling machine last year. Oh! Charlie Newton! Fumble! Recovered by the Truckers! Charlie Newton with the stick and Mike Johnson with the recovery. Dave Show's not dead yet. Our top corner, the mayor, senior All-American Kevin Johnson returns, and he's been making significant contributions all 3 years here. Queen to throw. Picked off by the mayor, Kevin Johnson. Picked off by the mayor, Kevin Johnson, who brings it back out to the 1. On the other side, redshirt junior Matt Thorne, 10 TFLs, a sack and a pick as the number 3 corner last year. Bradshaw, sacked by Matt Thorne, loss of 8. Stuffed, Matt Thorne. Matt Thorne again! I was picking on him in the last game. Came to play tonight. And the number 3 corner this year is the redshirt junior Aaron Robinson. I don't know, is it a big deal that our secondary makes so many tackles? The highest rated player on the team is the senior JUCO transfer kicker Courtney Johnson. 98 kick power. Check me out booting 60-yard field goals at practice the other day. Of course, I missed most of them, which was almost the case last year. 50% field goal percentage, but we did hit a 45-yarder in the rain. Courtney Johnson out to attempt a 45-yard field goal. And the kick is good. The kick is up, and it's good. Our second highest rated player on the team, redshirt junior punter David Barber. 99 kick power. The guy's putting together quite a career. Of course, we're giving him plenty of opportunities to show up. David Barber out for his 3rd punt of the game. He's facing a 14-mile-an-hour wind. And it goes out inside the 5. And now, on to our schedule. If you remember, we're leaving the SEC and going independent. And special thanks to my buddy Taipei Joey for letting me know UConn is now an independent. I guess I missed that in the Who Cares Tribune. We've got a strength of schedule grade of C, which I think breaks up the straight A's up until this point. We're only playing 1 SEC team and only 5 Power 5 teams, and only 2 of them are currently ranked. We're only playing 5 home games. Before we'd always play 7, except one year. That year we played a neutral site game. And this year we're doing that as well. And only 5 of the teams on this schedule we've played in our history before. So, without further ado, the Dave Show Truckers open their 8th season of existence at Seminole Field against the 25th ranked Miami Hurricanes.
That's a loss.
Oh, there you are. But let me say this. The next 9 opponents on our schedule compare favorably to us.
Doesn't matter.
Well, alright. The following week, we drive 84 miles southwest on I-4 to the Buccaneers Raymond James Stadium to take on our neighbors, the struggling UCF Knights. This, of course, our second all-time meeting with them at a neutral site. Got nothing to say about this one, do you?
Let's just get this over with.
That's what I thought. The next 2 weeks, we head to the Southwest. First, San Antonio, Texas, to take on the UTSA Roadrunners. They play in the Alamo Dome, and I like the way the gold on our uniforms looked a couple years ago underneath the Georgia Dome, so let's hope we get that same effect.
God willing.
We continue west the following week for the Battle of Sparky. They pushed him aside, we embraced him as our own. If there was a Dave Show Western University, this would be our uniforms.
Nobody cares.
Then, we've got back-to-back games at home. First up, the Troy Trojans. And we gotta get that Sunbelt record up, my god.
See, none of these are gimmies.
Right? The next week, we welcome fellow independent, the BYU Cougars.
That's an L.
Well, we've got the edge on offense.
So?
Next comes back-to-back games on the road, starting in Gainesville. The annual Sunshine Smackdown will continue. I mean, this thing's been weird. The Gators must like us trolling the Seminoles, because they've given us a couple wins in the swamp. Remember those? I like where this game is on the schedule, and we'll try to keep it this way for years to come. Next, we head back out west, to my current hometown of Las Vegas, Nevada, where my new favorite team, the UNLV Rebels, await. Unfortunately, we won't be playing the game at Allegiant Stadium. Can't wait to get out there and watch Rebel football in person.
You suck against the Mountain West, too.
Good observation. After our only bye week, we host our annual battle against an FCS team. This year, the Midwestern variety.
The one you lost to.
That's correct. The following week, it'll be an honor to head up to West Point to take on Army. Our boys can battle some real men. And with a mid-November trip up north, the temperatures should be somewhere between cold and treacherous when we get there. The next week, our final home game of the year will be against the Cal Golden Bears, the FBS team I grew up closest to, and never liked. They owe us for when we headed out to Berkeley 5 years ago and got torn up by Jared Goff. And, with the team visiting us from the San Francisco Bay Area, we'll be sure to don our 49ers-inspired alternate uniforms. And then, the final game of the year, hopefully every year, the Battle of the Spears. We head up to Tallahassee to take on the hated Florida State Seminoles. Step aside, Gators. In this universe, this is personal. Ever since 2014, when this came out, there's only been one team I despise in all of sports that matter, and it's FSU.
Nobody cares.
Oh yeah? How about this? You going over or under 5.5 wins?
Under.
How many you got?
4.
Okay, well, that'll do it for us here. Let us know how many wins you think Coach Prime and the Truckers can pull off in his first season down in the comments below. Alright, fired up to get this thing going. For Harry Downer, I'm David Johnson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next show. Roll Truckers!